What if I told you that the moment a new phone launches, millions of perfectly good phones instantly start feeling old? Not because they broke, not because they stopped working, but because someone convinced you they're not enough anymore. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is standing in line outside a tech store at 7 a.m. waiting to buy a brand new phone. The strange part? There's already a phone in their pocket, and it works perfectly. Meet Daniel. His phone is about 1.5 years old. It calls, texts, takes great photos, runs every app he needs, and the battery still lasts all day. Yesterday, he was completely satisfied with it. Then the new model was announced. Suddenly, his phone feels slower, older, somehow inadequate. Nothing changed about the phone. Only one thing changed: Daniel's perception. And that moment right there is where the entire tech industry makes its money. My name is Bobby, and I spend way too much time thinking about a strange question. Why do perfectly good devices suddenly start feeling obsolete the moment something new appears? Today, we're going to break down the system behind it, a system that quietly pulls tens of thousands of dollars out of the average household over a lifetime. I call it the upgrade illusion, and once you understand how it works, product launches will never look the same again. Here's the uncomfortable truth about modern technology companies. Their business isn't built around selling you one amazing device. It's built around selling you the same device again and again, each time with small improvements packaged as a revolution. A slightly faster chip, one more camera lens, a slightly brighter screen. Real improvements? Yes. Life-changing improvements? Almost never. But marketing turns those tiny upgrades into a global event. Suddenly, millions of people look at their perfectly good phone and think, maybe it's time to upgrade. Let's talk about the numbers for a second. In the United States, the average person upgrades their smartphone roughly every 3 years. Yet modern smartphones are designed to last 5, 6, sometimes even 7 years. The average flagship phone now costs around $1,000. If you keep upgrading on that cycle for 40 years, you'll spend more than $12,000 on phones alone. Now add laptops, tablets, smartwatches, earbuds. Suddenly, that number isn't $12,000 anymore. It's closer to $60,000 or $70,000 over a lifetime. And if that money had been invested instead, it could easily grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars. So how does the upgrade illusion actually work? First, software pressure. Every year, operating systems become heavier and more demanding. Your 3-year-old phone can technically run the newest update, but it won't feel as smooth anymore. More lag, more battery drain, more crashes. You didn't break your phone. The ecosystem slowly moved past it. Second, design choices that discourage repair. Replacing a battery might cost $100. A new phone costs 1,000 yen, but many people still choose the new phone. Why? Because by the time the battery fails, the marketing machine has already convinced you your phone is outdated anyway. Third, the annual hype cycle. Every year, the same script repeats. A big presentation, influencers posting reviews, comparison videos, social media hype, and suddenly the phone you bought last year feels like ancient technology. Here's the reality most people never think about. A flagship phone from 3 years ago can still do 95% of what people actually use their phone for. Messaging, photos, maps, social media, streaming video. The difference between generations often comes down to a few percentage points of speed, and humans cannot perceive a 3% speed improvement. What you're buying isn't a dramatically better experience. You're buying the feeling of having the newest thing. Escaping the upgrade illusion doesn't mean rejecting technology. It means using it on your terms. Keep devices longer. Replace batteries instead of replacing phones. Buy refurbished devices when you upgrade. And most importantly, ask yourself one simple question before every upgrade. Is my current device actually limiting me? If the answer is no, you just saved $1,000. Your phone didn't suddenly become worse when a new one launched. Your perception changed, and billions of dollars were spent to make sure that happened. The good news? Once you see the illusion, it stops working. If this video changed how you look at your next upgrade, hit subscribe because we're just getting started.